What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? It's your boy Jay Gutta back with another book review presented by the Hood Smokers Podcast. Another book. This is the fourth one we've done. This book right here is written by Channing Callahan and Ladaro, Monsta Pennix II. Shadows and Healing, Navigating Mental Health and Black Lives. Y'all to check that out. I will be putting the link in the description so y'all can go order this book and check out all the books that Monsta dropped. 17 books, man, I'm telling you. And I got another one. I'll be doing another one. You know what I'm saying? It just don't stop because I feel like like I said, these are tools. You know what I'm saying? These are tools. I say this in pretty much every review I've done. These books, I feel like I level up. You know what I'm saying? Every time I read one, I feel like I level up. Because you know how we work out, you know what I'm saying? Lifting weights or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Work our bodies, stay healthy, you know what I'm saying? Especially as we get older. But you got to work your mind too, you know what I'm saying? You got to work your brain. And it's things like this that help you work out that brain. Now, as always, this book right here touches a lot on like mental health, you know what I'm saying? And like people are, you know, these days a lot of people, especially in the hood, there's like this stereotype that if you go to see a psychiatrist, if you reach out for help, that you're weak. You know what I'm saying? And there's not true. And there's not just, you know what I'm saying, therapy. You can actually go to like different like community support groups. You know what I'm saying? I just have a crew of people that you can talk about things. You know what I'm saying? It helps you to deal with mental health because I feel like everybody in some way has problems with mental health. I mean, who's to say what is the real norm? You know what I'm saying? What is the real normal? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Now, as always, when I do a book review, while I'm reading, I always like certain parts. I like to elaborate on it. And then this one right here, I'm gonna start off with the impact of addiction on mental health. You know what I'm saying? Because I know there's a lot of people from the hood to the fucking boardroom, man, dealing with addiction. You know what I'm saying? And mental health. So those two, you put them together, it's a bad combination. But look, there's hope. And this book right here can help you. And it also, like always, you know what I'm saying? Not only is it like a reading, like, because, yeah, there'll be textbook stuff, you know what I'm saying, definitions, but there's always a story that you can relate to. And it'll give you a story, you know what I'm saying? But the impact of addiction on mental health. The relationship between addiction and mental health is often a destructive one. We all know this, right? Addiction exacerbates existing mental health problems, and the mental health issues caused by addiction can in turn make it harder to break free from substance use. This cycle relationship means that those struggling with both mental health issues and addiction face an uphill battle in seeking recovery. Often they are not only dealing with the symptoms of their addiction, but also with emotional pain that led them to use substances in the first place. So not only are they dealing with you know what I'm saying, the addiction, but you know what I'm saying, and they're struggling with the mental health. It's like a double whammy, man, and it's all bad. But this actually gives you, you know what I'm saying, ways you can deal with this and get help. Like there's personal stories of addiction and recovery. You know what I'm saying? Through the path of recovery from addiction is often long and difficult. There are countless stories of individuals who have found healing and hope. Look, I'm going to just start reading this. I'm not going to read the conclusion. You're going to have to get the book to read that. But Jason, a black man in his 40s, shares how he turned to alcohol in his early 20s to cope with the trauma of losing his father to violence. His grief, compounded by the systematic racism he faced in his community, made him feel as though the world was stacked against him. I didn't know how to process the pain, Jason recalls. I felt like no one understood. Drinking was the only thing that made me feel numb. It was the only way I could escape for a while. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not going to keep reading, but let's just say, look, the escape, I'm going to read this part, but the escape soon turned into a prison. His relationships with family and friends deteriorated and lost his job due to his addiction. The emotional and physical toll of his drinking left him broken with no sense of direction or purpose. It was only when he hit rock bottom, when his sister intervened and begged him to seek help, that he took the first steps towards recovery. And then it breaks it down. You know what I'm saying? And it breaks all that down. Then it'll break that down. That's what I'm saying. Therapy. I mean, addiction is not the end of the story. It is a chapter that can be rewritten, man. I felt like that. Those are strong words. You know what I'm saying? Now, I took a lot of notes in this book. There was a lot of stuff, so I can't read all this. Look, it touches on schizophrenia. Now, I do know some people that suffer from schizophrenia. The nature of schizophrenia, more than just hearing voices. Schizophrenia is a chronic, severe mental health disorder that affects how a person thinks, feels, and behaves. It's often characterized by a disconnect from reality, which can manifest in a variety of symptoms, including hallucinations, delusions, disorganized thinking, and severe cognitive impairments. Through it, through it is often depicted in the media as a condition involving violent outbursts or uncontrollable rage. This is not an accurate representation. Most individuals with schizophrenia are not violent, and the majority are more likely to harm themselves than others. You know what I'm saying? So, man, there's so I took so many notes. I can't just keep. Let me flip towards the last bit of notes, man. You know what I'm saying? Okay, here we go. Self care. Self care is non negotiable. Self care is a vital part of mental wellness, particularly for those who face external stressors like racism and systematic inequality. Taking time for ourselves, whether through mindfulness, exercise, or spiritual practices, is not just a luxury, but a critical act of self preservation. By nurturing ourselves, we restore our ability to help others and build more compassionate communities. Man, there is so much knowledge in this book, man. So much knowledge in this book. Shadows and Healing, Navigating Mental Health and Black Lives, Channing Callahan and Ladaro Monsta Pennix II, man. That I cannot get into. I can't read everything I marked. You know what I'm saying? I can't. There's so much, even though there's so much in this book. But make sure you check it out. You know what I'm saying? You can find it on Amazon. You know what I'm saying? I'll put the link in the description. So y'all go check out the description. Monsta Yo got 17 books, man. You need to read about the author too. You know what I'm saying? Both authors. You know what I'm saying? And it gives you a breakdown in the books. And yeah, I got another one coming. And this is another book. This book right here was written by Cherie Simone Mendez and Ladaro Monsta Pennix II. Reflective Mirrors. The energy you give is the truth you live. Get ready for that. I'm Jay Gutta, 1/3 of the Hood Smoker Podcast, man, with another book review for you. I hope this one wasn't too long, man. We try not to make these videos too long. But Shadows and Healing, Navigating Mental Health and Black Lives. Shout out to the homie Monsta Yo, man. It's all love, much love. Salute y'all, peace, man. Knowledge is key, knowledge is power. You know what I'm saying? Word.